For this demo, I want to show you how to embed media in your process journal website from other websites. So when you work with video, when you work with sound, when it comes time to start including those things, the cleanest and the smoothest way to add these things to your website is to, for example, with videos, upload them either to Vimeo or to YouTube first. And with sound, if it's sound only, you can upload it to SoundCloud or Mixcloud first and then embed them. So I just want to walk through and show you what some of the different options are. Now for video, I prefer Vimeo. I will show you how to do YouTube as well. And I'll even show you a couple of things of why I prefer Vimeo. So for starters, I've got my week 2 index.html page up because this is where I'm going to embed my video link. And let's say this is the video that I want to include. So I'm going to click on it. Because I'm on my page, the easiest way to get to the embed is to then also go to like the public page. And then if you click on the share icon here, it's like the little paper airplane, it gives you this menu options. And so we want the embed down here. And you'll notice there's a bunch of different settings. So fixed size, you can have your portrait, the title, the byline. Fixed size means it would be exactly this size. It would be 640 pixels by 360 pixels, or whatever you set it to. That's pretty small, but also that's like it locks in that size. And this is the main reason why I like Vimeo for including my videos on my website and on my process blog, is because it has this responsive option. When I hit responsive, it is going to embed the video so that it fills the amount of space horizontally that my design makes available to it, and it will keep that video in proportion. So I'm going to click responsive. This one I always uncheck, show text link underneath the video. You can if you want to. It shows like more information about the video underneath the video when you embed it. I turn it off, turn it on, see what it does, see if you like that. And then similarly, you can choose, does it have the portrait image? Does it have the title? Does it have the byline? And then is there a color that you want? I usually like to include it as white. So I will include all that. Because I'm putting it on my own site, I usually don't feel the need to put my portrait image or the byline. So I usually just leave the title. Again, anyone else who embeds your content, they can make this choice. Okay, so once I've made all my choices, I click up here, it automatically selects everything. I hit Command C to copy. When I come back here, I'm gonna add a couple of break tags and paste in the embed code. And when I flip over here, I should see my video and it's ready to play. Now, the nice thing here is you'll notice as I scale this window bigger and smaller, that video scales to fit. Keep in mind, we have a 100 pixel margin around here. And so that's what it's using to determine the width. So that's one of the main reasons why I like Vimeo. YouTube works very much the same. There's an embed code, you copy it and you paste it. The downside of YouTube is that it doesn't easily give you the ability to do this responsiveness. You can do it, but you have to do it through like a CSS trick, which I can show you later when we get into more advanced stuff if people are interested in seeing that. Okay, and so then the other one that I want to show is SoundCloud, because it's really beneficial to be able to include sounds. As we start working on more and more audio and visual stuff, there may be times when you're wanting to work with sounds, and I want to show this because the embed options are just a little bit different in that you have some options. So I clicked the share icon, and underneath share is the embed tab. And what's cool here is you can choose how you want to embed the track. This first option makes it like album art, where it's kind of like a big rectangle, sometimes a big square. You can see here the width is 100%. It totally like fills the available space again. This one plays the track to the side, has the album art here with a play bar. Also, you can control the color that's associated with it, and it remembers. By default, it's orange. It remembers that I like to include this as either the dark gray or even black. A couple different options here that you can play with, and then the other one, which if you have a pro account, this one is like a very thin line that just shows the basic information. So this is the way that I want to include this track. So I select all this, copy it, come into here. I'm going to put a couple of break tags. to give it some space, paste the iframe, embed code. You can even add these hard returns don't do anything, but sometimes it does make it easier to look at. So you can even space your things out a little bit just to add a little bit of visual separation. And then when you come back here, you'll notice the video and the sound are both 100% the width. And that is how you embed things from Vimeo and SoundCloud.